now let me show you these cars that we have imported for our clients. Now this is the beast. This is the Mazda CX5. It's actually a car that I really like. This is the 2500cc petrol powered engine, and as you can see, it's looking very, very beautiful. The interior is something to die for because this one has a leather interior, and I do remember this client was very, very clear that he wanted a leather seat, and he was saying that for him a leather seat is a must, and that's something that he's not willing to compromise. So as we were sourcing in the auction, we were trying to look for units that were having leather seats. So just look at how the interior of this car looks like. It's very, very beautiful. I love the Mazda and how Mazda looks. As you can see, the center console is looking very organized and very minimalistic. We have the charging port over here to charge your devices, your laptop, your phones. And then you have some cup holders here. So if you're sipping some drinks, you can just put your drinks over here. Then this is where you operate your radio from. If you want to adjust the volume, you adjust the volume over here. If you want to power it off or mute, you just use this. And then this one is for navigation if you want to go to music, go to home, and all that. Of course, it has the modern parking brake. Yes, it doesn't have the traditional manual brake. So here it's all about soft life. And then you can engage the sport mode, sorry. But then I need you to know that whenever you're engaging the sport mode, just know that you will be using a lot of fuel. Yes. And then of course this is your gear. Yeah, this is the car, this is the infotainment system. It looks very beautiful, looks very premium, looks very classy. The spacing of this car, very, very spacious. The headroom is very spacious, the legroom is very spacious. And then I also wanted to show you that this car comes with memory seats. Yeah, this car has the memory seats, so you're able to set if it's a tall person using the car, if it's a short person using the car, then they can adjust accordingly. And also it has the seat heater, so depending with the weather and the climate, the client can be able to adjust. Yeah, if maybe they are touring Limuru cold areas, they can heat the car. If then they are in hot area like Mombasa, then they can just cool the seats. And then this is the rear seat. I love the rear seats of the Mazda CX5. Actually, I feel like Mazda is one of the most spacious cars that we have in the Kenyan market today. The headroom is equally generous. And then I need to show you something unique about this client. You see the roof padding. He was very keen. He wanted a black roof padding. And this is a concern that I've gotten from most clients because the white one, sometimes it gets dirty because of dust and whatnot. So that's why there are most clients that do prefer the black one. Yes, and then now we have these that serves as both an armrest, and you can also use this for cup holders. If you're sipping some drinks, you can just use that. If you want to charge your devices, you can charge your devices and place your phone here or your laptop and charge on the way. Also, you can use it as armrest as you're traveling so that you just sit comfortably and enjoy the road trip. That is, if you're the person being carried at the rear seats. Of course, it has standard three-seater, so there's a person that can comfortably fit in this middle row. Yes, and then you have AC for the passengers that are seated at the back. So this means that the manufacturer took into consideration the people that will be still seated at the rear seats and place this AC here, which is a very strategic move. And then let's look at the boot area, and then we'll discuss the numbers. And then of course it has a powered tailgate, so this is all about the soft life. So as you can see, the cargo area is quite generous and you can be able to fit a few goods here and there. Also, if you need more space, you can still recline your seats to create more space. That is maybe if you're driving alone or with a passenger princess and you need more space, then you can just recline your seats to get more space to carry your cargo. And then of course here we have some extra space where you can use to place your spare tire, yeah, or maybe your other stuffs if you need to. Of course, it has the boot cover, which is a very good addition, yeah, because if you're carrying some sensitive goods and you need privacy, or maybe just need to cover them so that they don't get damaged by the sun, then you can just use this you can just use this boot cover and boom, you're going to to be sorted. So I know most of you are wondering, how much does this car go for? This is a 2.5-liter engine petrol. It goes for a price of 3.3 million, but if you ask for Gladys, you'll get a discount. You might even get it for 3.2 or 3.25, depending with the specs that you're looking for. If you want a two-wheel drive, if you're looking for an all-wheel drive, you see all these factors come into play, and they all affect the pricing of the car. Also, the grading and the mileage will also play part in pricing of the car. But generally, we're going to give you a good deal, and the process only takes 60 days for the car to arrive here. And the best part is that we handle the entire importation process on your behalf. Yes, from acquisition up to delivery. We are going to be the people doing all the operations and all the logistics for you. And of course, we will be updating you as we proceed. So you can be guaranteed that you're going to be involved.